Hello guys, and welcome again to this edition of Autodesk Learning 101, Learning with Rich. So for today's topic, I'm going to show you how to place a hosted lights family without a face or ceiling. Okay, so before I start, credits to Mr. Mike Massey of Applied Software. I learned this technique from him when I watched the Autodesk University. So I'm sharing it to you guys. So I'm going to show you how to place a hosted lights without a face or a ceiling. Alright, so let's get started. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create an electrical default project. Alright, so I'm just going to click this one. Okay. Alright, and then after that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create here a wall. I'm going to do it start from scratch. So I'm going to create a wall from level 1 to level 2. I select level 2 here, and I'll just create a rectangular wall, this one, and then I'm going to create it. Alright, okay, so here, alright, so this is now my wall. Okay, so to those who just started using Revit, so the reason why you are having a grayed out wall is because of the discipline that you're currently in. So right now, the discipline here is electrical. So it only highlights the electrical elements. So if you have an architectural elements, it will becomes grayed out or it will becomes an underlay. Okay, so it's just normal. So if you want to see your architectural model, so you just need to change the discipline here. You just click that, click the drop down arrow. Okay, you can select your architectural. So once you do that, as you can see, it becomes highlighted. Alright, but I'm not going to do that since we are talking about electrical here. I just want my architectural to be as an underlay, so I'm going to change this to electrical. Alright, now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to open my ceiling 1-ceiling LX. So I'm going to open this one, and then I'm going to select here the systems, and then I'm going to select your lighting fixture. So I'm going to click the lighting fixture here, and as you can see, the default family here is actually a face-based family. But since I don't have a face here, you will notice that my pointer says you cannot. Okay, you cannot place the lighting fixture. Or even if I select here place on face, I can't do it. Alright, so if you want to place your hosted lights family, so what you can do is you can use the other option here, which is place on work plane. So this is how it works. So I'm going to select your modify to terminate the tool since I can't place my lighting fixture. So to do that, I'm going to open my elevation, like for example, South Elec, and then from here, I'm going to select reference plane. You can also type RP for this one. That's the shortcut for reference plane. So I'm going to click this one, and then I'm going to click. Okay, so take note the direction on how I create my reference plane. So as you can see, I created it from left to right. Okay, and then you can also specify here the height. So let's say I want a height of 3000 mm or 3 meters. Enter. And then one good practice is you must put a name here. Okay, you need to specify the name so that you can easily identify it when you select your reference plane when you place your lighting fixture. So you just change the name here, like for example, first floor ceiling reference plane, or whatever name that you want. So after that, just press enter. Okay, so now that you have created your reference plane, I'm going back to 1-ceiling mech. Okay, and then I'm going to select now the lighting fixture. Alright, so instead of using vertical face, which is not working, as well as the place on face, I'll be using place on work plane. So I'll be clicking this one, and then I'm going to select your name, and then click the drop down arrow, and then as you can see, there's your reference plane here. So you can just click that one, and then just select your OK. And then as you can see, you are now able to place your lighting fixtures, your hosted lighting fixture. But it seems like it's correct here on the top view, but if I'm going to change back again to my south elevation, as you can see, if I click the lighting fixture, it's actually upside down. Okay, it's upside down. So what you can do, one option is that you can click your lighting fixture and then you can click that arrow. So if you click that arrow, it will flip to the other side, right? So you can click the lighting fixture and then you can click that flip arrow. Okay, you can click that and then you can click the flip arrow. But I do not want to do this forever. Okay, so instead of doing this one, I'm going to show you another technique. So instead of flipping your lighting fixture after you create your reference plane, instead of doing that, okay, so why not do this one? So I'm going to undo it until the creation of my work plane here. So this one. Alright, okay. Let me just delete this one. Alright, so I'm going to select again the reference plane here. So this time around, I'm going to pick from right to left. Okay, right to left. Okay, so I just click this one. And then again, just specify the height that you want. And then you can put the name again. So first floor reference plane. Okay, and then I just enter. Okay, then after that, I'll select again the modify. I go back to 1-ceiling elect. And then after that, I'm going to select lighting fixture using the default family, which is hosted family here, this lighting fixture. Now I'm going to go ahead and select place and work plane and then select the name, click the drop down, click the reference plane, and then select your OK. And again, I'm now able to place the family. So I'm going to place it here, I'm going to place one here, going to place one here. All right, modify. Now, if I'm going back to my south elevation, check this out. So it's now on the right location, right? Right. Okay, so you don't need to flip your lighting fixtures. So all you have to do is to draw your reference plane from right to left. Okay, so I don't know why is it like that, but that's the technique that you need to do. All right, so the reason why we are some of the electrical engineers placing their lighting fixtures using their reference plane because if they link the architectural model, so there are some instances the architect will going to change the ceiling height, right? The architect going to move the ceiling, and the electrical engineers do not want to move their lighting fixtures. Okay, so because that is their design. So instead of following the ceiling of the architect, so they just want to make their lighting fixtures on the location where they want it to be. So that's the reason why they do it. All right, so it's a short video, so I hope you learned something from this video. If you like this video, don't forget to click the like button, and if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. And again, this is Richard from Learning with Rich. Have a nice day.